looked at a test score and heard you're in the 90th percentile and wondered what that actually means? Or maybe your teacher asked for a Q1, median, and a Q3 and it feels confusing. In this lesson, you'll learn exactly how to find quartiles and percentiles step by step, and by the end, you'll know how to read data like a pro. Here's the quick rule. Quartiles split data into 4 equal parts. Q1 is the same as the 25th percentile, meaning 25% of values will fall below Q1, or what we call the first quartile. Q2, which is the second quartile, is the same as the 50th percentile, which is the same as the median. It separates the data into 2 equal parts, meaning 50% of the data will fall below the median or the second quartile, and 50% of the data will be above the second quartile or 50th percentile. And Q3, the third quartile, is the same as the 75th percentile, meaning 75% of values will fall below Q3. Now, what is a percentile, you may ask? The kth percentile is the value with kth% of the data below it. For instance, the 80th percentile means 80% of the data falls below that value. For example, let's say that we have this sorted data set 4, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18, and 20. In this data set, we have 9 values and they already sorted. If they were not, the first step would be to start the data from smallest value to largest value. Then, in order to find Q2, the second quartile, that would be the middle value. Since we have 9 values and an odd number of values, our second quartile is the median, which would be the middle value right here. It will be 12. Now, in order to find the first quartile, we'll need to find the median of the lower half of our data set. So our lower half is 4, 7, 8, and 10. In order to find the median here, it will be the mean of the 2 middle values. So if we do 7 plus 8 divided by 2, that will be 7.5. That will be our first quartile. And then in order to find our third quartile, we'll find the median of the upper half. So our last 4 values are 13, 15, 18, and 20. And the median here will be 15 plus 18 divided by 2, which will be 16.5. So now we found Q1, our first quartile, to be 7.5, which is the same as the 25th percentile. Q2, which is our median or the 50th percentile, is 12. And Q3, our third quartile, which is the same as the 75th percentile, is 16.5. Now in this second example, we have our data set 5, 8, 10, 14, 18, 21, 24, 30, 35, and 40. In this case, we have 10 values, so n equals 10. Our values are already sorted, so in order to find the 40th percentile, we'll use the position formula, where L is the position of the value, K would be the kth percentile, and N is the number of values in our data set. So for the 40th percentile, L will be equal to 40 over 100 times 10 plus 1, which will be 4.4, meaning that the 40th percentile will fall between the 4th and the 5th value. Some books will just say it will be the 4th value, which will be 14, but if you want to find the exact value, we can interpolate the result. So we'll do 14 plus 0.4 times 18 minus 14, because we know that the 4th value is 14, the 5th value is 18. So since is 40% of the distance between the 4th and the 5th value, that's what we'll do in order to find the result. So if we do 14 plus 0.4 times 18 minus 14, that'll be 14 plus 1.6, which is 15.6. In other words, the 40th percentile is 15.6, or 40% of the values will fall below 15.6. Now, what if we have test scores? The class scores are 60, 68, 72, 75, 78, 80, 84, and 90. A student scored 84 and we want to find what percentile is that. So what we'll need to do is count how many values are below 84. In this case, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 values that are below 84. In total, we have 8 values. So using our formula, that will be 6 values over 8 values total times 100%, and that will be 75%. In other words, a score of 84 is at approximately the 75th percentile. This means that the student scored higher than about 75% of the class, which is a strong performance. Percentiles give context to raw scores, showing where you stand relative to everyone else. So here's a step-by-step on how to find any percentile. First, you'll need to arrange all values in ascending order from smallest to largest. Then you'll use the formula L equals K over 100 times N plus 1, where K is the percentile and N is the number of values. Then you'll locate the value. If L is a whole number, use that value directly. If not, you'll need to interpolate between the two surrounding values in order to find the exact answer. And finally, state what percentage of the data falls below your found value. Now for quartiles divide any sorted data set into 4 equal parts. Each segment contains exactly 25% of the values. This structure is the foundation for box plots and to quartile range and outlier detection, essential tools in statistics. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to keep learning with us. And don't forget, math success starts when you stay on the fast track.